Thank you, I love it. Amazon. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wind Bubble Studio. I've made a lot of changes to my face painting setup for a few reasons, and I'll let you know why later. So today I'm going to do an update and show you my new setup, my new bag. I forgot my stools, so I'll be right back. So, let me flip this around. When I open this case, because I keep my stencils up here and they're not really held in, when I open it, I'm prepared for them to fall out. They usually fall out. I try to sneak my hand under there like this and hold this top part here so they don't fall out. But other than that, this case is perfect for me. One big change that I made is adding these lids, because the metal lids were getting little rust spots and it didn't look good. So I found these at the grocery store. The new lids to the jars for regular mouth jars. Came with 6, so I have 2 extra. I did add loose glitters here. They're brighter and more sparkly when it's not a glitter cream, I think. And this tube is super easy to use. I just use obviously one glitter at a time and then immediately close it. So no accidents happen. I have a lot of these liquid blings right now because I bought one of every color, but I mostly use gold. Gold is my favorite. And I have some add gem and scissors, and I'll add some more stuff in there if I need to, but it's nice to have a little hidey hole. This is for flowers, just white along the middle and the darkest colors of pink, teal, blue, and purple that I had. I found that getting rid of the medium toned color and just going dark and white right next to each other made the best. I am able to make better flowers with it. I'm not super great at flowers, so that really helps. This one is basically just for werewolves or anything that they ask for, black and white. I like to have that yellow in the end for the eyeball, and I'll make a video showing how I do one stroke snakes, scorpions, spiders, werewolves, all with this guy. Oh, fuzzy. And in here, this is for sponges and one strokes. So I've got purple for the sponge, and then on this half, y'all can see that, for the one stroke. And I did that for all of these. Like a pink and red, red, green, blue, purple. These are the ones that I have used the most. I took out the sliding trays because I mostly used what was on the top. So downsizing, I really like that it's all just one layer of paints. Here it is. This is my entire setup. Don't look at that. That's my old sign. I'll show you that later. Here is my new setup. New stools, new sign. Same amazing umbrella. In this pocket, I take my water bottle out of my backpack. When it's raining, let me move this stool. I don't need this right now. When it's raining, this area under here is large enough for my little backpack to go. It's not small, but it's not a big backpack either. It's just a medium. Bright pink, my favorite. One of my favorites. I like green, yellow, blue, all of them. Purple, I like all the colors. But pink is probably my favorite to wear most often. This is the water bottle I've been using. I am looking for a new water bottle. I've had this for a long time. It's just a cheap water bottle that I've dropped 100 times. Doesn't break, which I like. And yeah, it's a good size. Fits enough water for an event. I do keep a whole big jug of water in my car too. So when I run out of this, I'm not out of water. Fits great in this nice deep pocket. The closed sign that I have now, I just painted closed on the front and back, and to hang it up, and it has a little hook on the end, and I can hook it on there, but it's not great. And it spins around, so I'll probably make another one, but it's super lightweight. It's made out of corrugated plastic, so it weighs like nothing. And it's okay to be rained on. My bag for my stools and the umbrella bag are tucked right behind my case. And these are the panels that were in my sign in my previous video, and I added these grommets to them. Look at that happy clothes sign. Come over here. So I added these grommets to them. There are 3 signs, and I have 2 sets of, what do you call these? I don't know, just snap rings. One is for hanging and one is for keeping them together just as a backup. And there are 3 signs. One is completely blank. This one has designs that take a little bit more time. I have a few masks on there. Masks can take a little bit more time. So this sign that I have up now is my really fast, well, you know, all fast design options. Any of them you can expand on or simplify, but this is the one that I use right now, and I'll probably just keep this. This is popular designs for me. I enjoy painting all of these designs, which I think is important. You'll probably notice, if you haven't already, that I don't have superheroes. I don't have characters because I don't enjoy painting them. I love animals and nature and art, so that is what I paint. That's what I'm good at painting. I think that's because I enjoy painting that stuff, and I think that's very important. We're already doing this. I'm already doing this because I love art and I love painting and I like people being happy. So yeah, and here's the back. If you can't read it, if you speak a different language, it says Wind Bubble Studio, Art and Face Painting. Please check out my website. See my upcoming events, request a booking, shop my art and creations, which I don't really have much of right now, my website, and then the little emblem for, why do I say little so much in videos? Do y'all notice that? I feel like I've said little a whole lot already. Facebook, YouTube, I had Etsy on there, but I'm not doing Etsy right now. And please share your photos and reviews. I'll come back around, and I'll set up the camera to show you what's in my backpack. Okay, so in my backpack I have my water bottle, my tip jar, just a tissue box. I added a tiny frame to the front and just a piece of paper. It says Glitter Fund. I also put Glitter Fund on the back too, so people can see it from whatever side of the table they're on. This is another sign for my setup. I'll show it to you set up in a minute, but it was in the first video. And it says, please share your photos and reviews. Thanks for visiting me, and I paint for birthdays. Visit my website. Visit my website. This is a bunch of extra stuff that I have when I can, when I make them. It has, gosh, I hope this is coming across, but it has lots of blings that I've made, mermaid stuff, just fun things. I'll use it at a birthday party. I haven't had them for too long. I made them a little bit ago. I have been using these a lot for the mermaids. They're so beautiful. And then I have some flower ones. I've already put double-sided medical tape on all of them. I have a few unicorn horns in there and some big butterflies and little butterflies and medium butterflies, and then some more medical tape in here for applying those. So this is the only bling that I have. I don't sell it, I just include it in certain designs depending on the event. Yeah. Chalk, very important. This is an extra sponge bag. These are new also for me. I have 3 of them. I keep an extra one in the bag. I have one in the house, and then I have this one, so if it's super full of sponges, I can unclip it, throw it in the car, and then clip a new one on there. I use it for wet, dirty wet wipes, pieces of the tape, paper, and sponges. Trash that isn't dirty, my face painting stuff, not trash. Or my gum wrappers. I eat a lot of gum. I chew a lot of gum. I don't eat it anymore. I haven't eaten gum in a long time. Okay, so that's that. I have chalk markers, although I've never had to use them. It's for touching up my signs, but they haven't gotten so bad that I've had to touch them up at an event on location. You can't see it in this video, but I use paint markers on the corrugated plastic, so it can be scratched off with little tiny nails, but yeah. Anyways, paint chalk markers, but I may just not even carry these anymore because it's important that I downsize as much as possible. That's my priority at this point in my face painting life. The only thing that is important is that I'm having fun, that everyone is enjoying my face painting and not waiting in line a super long time. So speed and ease and the art in face painting is all that's important. This is new because I'm making videos, trying to make videos. So I bought this, haven't used it yet because I haven't made videos yet face painting at the market or at events, except for one. So you can, let me see here, hook it somewhere and then I'll put my phone on there, and I still have to mess with it. Let me see, I'll figure it out, but I've got it in my backpack for now, and if I end up not using it or have to get a different one, a better one, I will. But yeah, so I can't give any reviews on some of these things because I only just started using them. This light is also in my backpack. It's very bright. Yeah, I clip it on my umbrella pole, and you can point it up to shine into the umbrella for extra light. I've only used it I think twice, but it's good to have because I really needed it at those 2 events. I was in a couple of dark corners and light wasn't possible, so I brought my own light. And just because I had them in the house and I don't know, they came with something, this little mini roll of trash bags. I just have them. They're lightweight. I've never had to use them, but it crossed my mind that maybe someday I would need a trash bag on hand, and they were free. I already had them in my house from something. I couldn't even remember what. And a roll of tape. If I can't use the chalk, I've got tape for my line. I have to set boundaries, otherwise these children end up in my lap watching other children being painted. Which is okay for smaller events, but you know, folks just start, the line gets closer and closer. Everyone's leaning into each other and it just forces the crowd closer, and before you know it, you're just completely surrounded. So, yeah, I use my voice and chalk or tape to set boundaries so I have space and we can all have a good time. I still have this thing. It's a little clicker counter to keep track of how many faces I've painted. I still keep forgetting to use it, but I have it because I really want to use it and I want to keep track. And then at the very bottom I have a towel if I need to quick wipe things off, that it's raining, whatever. I love having a towel on hand. And in the front pocket I have nothing. It's nice to have an empty pocket to throw, I don't know, keys, my wallet. I usually carry gum everywhere, gum in my bag, in my car, in my backpack. I would be chewing it now, but I'm not because I'm making a video and I didn't want to be smacking on gum for this video. Okay. The last thing that is new, I suppose this is the last thing, and I literally just got it, so I already love it. I haven't used it for an event, but I have been wearing it today for this video just to get a feel for it. I switched from a fanny pack because it was very heavy. I embellished the crap out of it too, which was unnecessary, but you know, you want to add sparklies and happy things to everything, and it was just a lot of weight right on my gut and I didn't like it, and it got in the way when I was setting up, having all that weight right here. So now I can throw this around. You can use any bag. I, like most things I found on Amazon, I did look at a few thrift stores first and I couldn't find anything because most of the purses were too heavy with nothing in them, you know, leather or just a bunch of bulky fabric. And this is like canvas mix. It was $45, so it was a little expensive, but this is going to be my bag now. I really like it. It has a rope strap, as you can see, so I don't have too much weight in it, but I've got some weight in there. But if it starts rubbing on my shoulder, I can switch it. I can throw it around the back, still wear my backpack. I can carry my case in front without my big fanny pack being in the way. So I guess I'll go ahead and show you guys what it has. On the back it has 4 pockets and this little pocket that I didn't even see in the video that it showed for, like, it's too deep to put this thing in, I won't be able to reach it, but for a pin, has a little pocket right there. So I have card reader, my phone. I don't like this case, I need a new case, but they don't offer many cases for for my phone. It's not a great phone. It's a great phone for me, but anyways, my glitter palette, I use this on myself before gigs, or when I'm all packed up. When I'm all packed up and the children are sad because I'm leaving, I put glitter on them. I say, hey, I'm all done for today, but if you want some glitter, you know, and usually they're happy with that. I should keep a small mirror in here though, because I have to keep pulling my mirror out of my chair when it's all snugged and packed up in there. This pocket is empty for now, but I'm sure I'll find something to put in there. I always have a pin on me. This pin is nice because it's like having 6 pins in one. So if you run out of ink, you have another pin. On the front section will be, what will the front section will be for change for when I'm at events where I'm charging per face. So I'll have my change here and I can get at it easily. Let me angle this down a little bit so y'all can see. It's way down. Anyways, so hello. Let me scoot back. Still. Okay. Now that's too low. Too low. Hold on. Okay. So when I'm sitting in the chair, it can be off to the side. And then I have easy access to change. That's all that I'm going to keep in that front pocket, is change. And then the middle pocket is for my keys. I carry little sample pots of glitter for birthday kids, or just if I feel like someone could use a pot of glitter, or, you know, special, I don't know, last in line, anything, any reason. I have glitter. If I want to give someone glitter, I can. And in the zipper pouch, in the small zipper pouch in here, it's a little, I keep my business cards. And then I'll have my wallet. And that's it. I really like it. It was lightweight before I loaded it down. And so far I'm really happy with it, and it feels durable, so I think it'll last me a long time. No more fanny packs. Also with those fanny packs, I kind of had to have the right clothes on to wear it. Like, you'd think you could wear a fanny pack with anything, but I couldn't. I couldn't wear anything I wanted to with that fanny pack because I had to have it higher up, like above my hips, and it would just make my shirt bunch up or something. So now I can just throw on a t-shirt, any t-shirt and jeans and stuff. It's just more comfortable. I like it. I like it a lot. To set up my extra sign, it was a fishing pole that came apart that I taped to my chair. I don't know, I taped it somewhere, but this stick here just fits in this end, and I kept this loop on it because that acts as a stop when I put the sign on there, which is just a spinning photo frame that had a different holder on it. I found it at the thrift store. And then I just stuck a flower in the ends because it fit and it's cute and it's bright. My new sign rotates. I made this sign out of a clothes hanger, a folding clothes hanger that I found, and I chopped apart with my metal saw. So I zip tied it to the chair, and I can rotate it wherever. It has 3 heights, so the line can be coming this way, or yeah, I can switch it around, flip it, wherever I need to. And it all folds up and it's strapped to my chair, so I can just have it with me at all times. Use it for birthday parties or farmer's market or any event. I'll show you how I made it. So it folds completely over, and let me just twist this around. You can see right there, it's got that little loop that the button sits in. And then here it is, zip tied. That's it, to the chair. Doesn't add much weight. I'm sure y'all could make it with some PVC or something. Just pieces that fit together. Do the same concept. I'm really very happy with it. So even though it doesn't have as much information as I had on my other signs, as I've had in my signs in the past, I have found, especially this year since I do need to, I'm having a hard time getting my words out, since I do need to condense and simplify, I've really tried to notice things, take notice of what's important in my setup and what people see and are looking at. And one of those things is price. That is the main thing that people ask me. How much does it cost? So I totally forgot to put my price sign out, which is just in one of these little pockets here. And all it is, let me show you in the light. It's just canvas. I can't really do this one-handed, but I will put the camera up again and show you. But it's just canvas that I painted and cut out, and I have two different ones clipped together. I'll show you how it works right now. It fits right over this, and then I add the other clip here, like that. And you can see that from both sides, or wherever I have it angled. So here, and then the other side. And I have a couple of different signs here. So here's my free one, and I just tuck this one underneath it and clip them all together like this. So that's if it's free. And then I also have, so I have the one that just says free because that's when it's from me. I'm doing it for free because it's a gift to my community. Maybe for Kids Day I do free face painting at the farmer's market for Kids Day. And then this free sign is when it's provided by the coordinators. And I put my clips on it, holds it in place. Super fast, easy. It puts all the important information out there. That's all people need to know. Price, the options, and who I am. You may have noticed that I did not show my sash in this video. In the last video I showed, whoa, whoa! Oh. Okay. In the last video I showed my last in line sash. Damn it! Okay. I don't have that sash anymore. I don't have that sash because it doesn't really work. I've kind of held on to things stubbornly that really haven't worked and haven't really worked from the beginning. There's a plane. I turned the camera off. So anyways, the close signs, last in line, please don't join the line. I've had a lot of signs like this, and they don't work. That's the easiest way I can say it. They work, but they don't work. For everybody. For a lot of people, they don't work. I have the adults. I used to. I just stopped using it. I'm no longer going to use the sash because half the time the adults, they don't want to wear it. I've made it large enough to easily go over the arm and the head like a sash, and it says last in line on the back, but folks don't know what that means, and that's okay. So it is okay. I just use my voice. I get up, I stop the face painting, and people help. I ask them to help. I ask a few people, not just one group. I do ask now the group of people at the end of the line to let folks know that I'm closed and I won't be painting anymore. So it's the best that I can do. I put up a close sign and I do pack up when it's time for me to go. I usually am a little bit over time from painting the last people, either because I'm tired or you can't time it perfectly, you know. I've gotten really good at timing closing the line when I'm near my time. I'm so much better at closing it so that I'm done by the time that I'm done, because you have to close your line before, you know, it's time to go. So yeah, I don't use that anymore. I don't not recommend it. It may work for you guys, but and I thought it was working for me. I think I just liked the sash. I liked it. It was cute. It makes sense. It should work, but it doesn't. Just like my close sign on this one and my close sign on my old sign, which was big, and there were 3 close signs, and it still doesn't work. So the best tool that I think that you can use is your voice, and letting people know I'm closed and I'm not painting any more people. Have an awesome day. That's it. Another plane! I'm distracted by birds right now. There's some birds I would show you, but I don't want to show people's houses in the video. There's some birds carrying this string of shiny plastic from one bush to another bush and then up into a tree. It's really cool. Here's my previous sign. I did a lot of renovating to it, and one of the things is creating this, and I won't explain how I made it like super in depth, but I just drilled a hole through and had this long piece of metal and turned this into a flip sign, which I think is awesome. And then you spin that back and that's what it says. And I can do that to all 3 sides. All of these, none of this is glass, it's all plastic. I traded it out with plastic, and I can change these signs out, and I can flip this thing around too, which is awesome. So I was able to have like 6 different signs in this. So you just bend it, flip it. I think I have basically the same ones on this one, I don't know why, but and then pop it back in there. And I just found these little charms in the bead section at the craft store. Just flip them like that, spin them, and it holds the sign in. And then I just had this sign about me on the one side that had my business information, and I could clip things like I had a couple of art classes that I showed on here. Yeah, I keep a belt around it to keep it closed, and it's sturdy because the top is that chicken wire. I haven't had it blow down, so yeah, if you live in Wisconsin and you want a sign, email me, because I am selling this. And I'm also selling my other director's chair and some other face painting supplies. I want to do as many events as possible, and to do that I need to set up and break down quickly. And like I said, what's most important to me now is the art and having a good time. And part of having a good time is not stressing and not breaking your back trying to get from one event to the next. We have a lot to do as face painters, setting up and breaking down, especially when you're well, not just when you're on your own, just as a face painter in general. It's a boom boom boom, you know, event, faces after faces, and music, noise, crowds, intensity, and then having to be at another event on time, early. I try my best to arrive 15 minutes early or earlier, because that's what I need to do. It makes me feel good. So yeah, I think that the only thing I didn't show you was what was in this bag, so I'll show you what's in there right now. I have a very small first aid kit, which is pretty pathetic. I couldn't really help anyone out with this. I have fire, I have some ibuprofen in here, and just band-aids. I don't even know what else is in here. Sting relief. I really need to add to it. I think there's a tiny burn cream or first aid, or yeah, I really need it. I want a better first aid kit, but I also plan on having a better, like a real first aid kit in my car at all times. And then the only other thing in here is candy and honey sticks and a bandana. Oh, and a face mask. I always just keep that in there. Actually, I do have one more thing that I totally forgot about. It's paperwork. This is a copy of my insurance, a copy of all of the ingredients for the supplies that I use, glitters and paints. Come on, get in there. My sign just slides right in and sets on the netting that's attached at the bottom. Fold my flag in, scoop it all up, and then I have these Velcro straps, 2 of them, 1 extra in case something breaks, and I strap it through the arms there. Holds everything in place. And then I just have to wrestle these other bags onto myself. I usually have a wall or something to lean this against, but I just lean it against me. sometimes I make 2 trips. Most of the time I do 1 trip and just load everything on me so I can get the heck out of there. That's everything. At birthday events or indoor events, I don't bring the umbrella. I use this umbrella. You'll see that in my first video. I still use that, and it just sets up my area. This is where I am, where face painting is, and it really it's like a centerpiece. It really sets. It's really. What am I trying to say? It just makes the setup, you know what I mean? It's like, it's the display. It really sets up my area. So, yeah, it's kind of a heavy load. I'm not in great shape though, so it's not really that heavy, but it's a lot of stuff. But I can make it to a doorway, set my chair down, get through the doorway, put my stuff down, go grab my chair, and be good to go. I'll show you how everything fits in my car now and why this is my setup. Look at my beautiful car. Ta-da! I will be doing a lot of traveling and car camping next year, so as you can see, I don't have a lot of space. This is my camp kitchen. To pack my stuff in the car, I move this over, and this is a shelf that I took the legs off of, and it's squeezed in there. I added some hooks. Oh, gosh, I don't know if you can see it, but I added some garage storage hooks so that I could fit my umbrella, and I have another umbrella here, right in this area. Goes right in there. My chair squishes in here, and then my backpack goes here, and then I move this over. It's definitely a squeeze. But I gotta make it work. And my stools go on the side. My case goes in the center area on the shelf, and that's all I need for face painting, so yeah. There it is, my case on the shelf. And my awesome cooler. It's a work in progress, but I've got a while yet until I start tripping across the US a bit. I don't know why I'm just honed in on that cooler. So, that's it for my updates. Yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye! I'm gonna cut this thing off. I don't know why they put these on here. They don't really do anything. Thanks for watching me.